Hi, I'm Muriel Bowser, Mayor of Washington, D.C. I'm joined by the fire chief, members of my public safety team, and our emergency response team. We are here to give you a briefing on the very significant fire that we experienced here in Ward 6 at Arthur Capper Carrollsburg. I also want to acknowledge the presence of the Ward 6 council member, Charles Allen. Earlier today, FEMS responded to calls for smoke at this building. They arrived to find a building actively involved in fire. This is a 162-unit apartment building for seniors, 161 occupied units. Our firefighters, members of the United States Marine Corps, and neighbors went into this building to make sure that everyone could get out safely. We have scanned this building and we believe that everyone has gotten out of the building. The building management has also contacted all tenants, and all tenants have been accounted for. Fire and EMS will go back in tomorrow when it's safe to do so to continue the search of the building. I want to thank all of our fire and EMS personnel who went into a very dangerous situation and made sure that our residents could get out safely. I'm going to ask Chief Dean to give you the operations briefing for how the department responded.
Good evening. So the fire came in at 3:29 this afternoon. We went to a 3-alarm fire. Our first initial units on scene went upstairs. They noticed smoke on the 4th floor. By the time they got up to the cockloft on the 5th level, they had heavy smoke and flames coming. That's when they went to a 3-alarm fire. We fought the fire for on the inside for a while. Decided that it was larger than we could handle. Additionally, we had a number of evacuations we needed to do. So when you're doing that, your first rule is to take care of the people. So we ended up doing evacuation. As the mayor said, not only were we doing evacuation, we had about 100 Marines that showed up to assist us. We had the building management team helping us, as well as neighbors came over to make sure everybody got out. There are about 80 to 90 people that are non-ambulatory, so again, taking time to make sure we got everybody out. That's really what the story is here today, that we're able to get everybody out. We are doing a follow-up on the alarm system to make sure that we've heard reports that it was not working, and so we'll be following up on that.
I'm also going to ask the Director of our Homeland Security and Emergency Services to provide an update on how we're caring for our residents who are in shelter or who may be with families tonight. We're also joined by our Health Director and our Human Services Director who can answer questions. Chris.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Chief. At this time, we currently have 87 residents at the Greenleaf Recreation Center, who are currently being cared for by the Department of Human Services and the Department of Health, and a variety of other agencies, including the Red Cross. And right now, what we're doing is we want to make sure that we are working with district agencies to ensure that these residents can be housed outside of the rec center and of the shelter. Our plan is to make sure that these residents are cared for, but also that they enter into temporary housing as quickly as possible, and that will happen tomorrow. With that, I'll turn it back to the mayor for any questions.
Questions, Chief?
I'll start. The fire alarm system, any part of it being possibly because of the cause of the fire? We had heard some unconfirmed things about maybe a transformer or the construction that would maybe knock out the system of the fire alarm as well.
So the fire marshal's office will do, and the fire investigators will do the backup to try to determine if and why the fire alarm system was not working. So trying not to guess. So again, fire alarm systems have battery backups. There's a lot of things that go along. We do not have the answer to that this time. It's too early for us.
And any word on the cause of the fire?
So again, we have not. As you can see, we're still fighting the fire. So we will not. We'll get our investigators in there once we get everything stabilized.
And do you think there was a sprinkler system also not working?
So there was a sprinkler system in the units and in the hallway, but we don't know if there was a sprinkler system up in the cockloft. That's something we'll have to go back and we'll look at the plans to make that determination.
Were there any fire code violations in the past?
So this building had been inspected a year ago, and as far as I know, there were not.
Mayor Bowser, before you use a question for you, affordable housing. A lot of them now wondering how they'll be able to afford to live in the city.
Well, there's going to be a lot of help. We will, you heard already the director talk about the emergency assistance that the American Red Cross will provide. We'll continue to work with the Public Housing Authority. These residents are considered public housing residents. We'll work with the authority to see if there are any vacant units in their portfolio. We'll also work with the building owner and the management company to see if they have vacant buildings in their portfolio so that these residents can be accommodated. And I think ultimately what we want to get together to do is see what is the status of this building and how soon we can have a plan to rebuild it.
Yeah, you touched on it, but just another word about these Marines. We've been hearing stories about how they rushed into the building to help it. I guess what we expect from the Marines, but it's also pretty astonishing that no one here had anything other than minor injuries.
No, absolutely. I just saw a snippet on my drive over, and we're just very thankful for them, who they recognize that their fellow Americans, fellow Washingtonians were in trouble. Many people are very close in this neighborhood. They know each other, that they're neighbors. This neighborhood has embraced for decades and decades the Marine barracks, and I am grateful to them for running to the assistance of our fire and EMS personnel who do this work each and every day. The chief told me that all of those hands and strong backs made a big difference for the residents here who don't move as quickly as some. And I want to make sure that the council member
Yeah, thank you. We are certainly incredibly grateful for the Marines and running in. I'll also say several of our neighbors, they went in, they started banging on doors, pulling the alarms as well. Just really proud of this community and neighborhood. And I frankly think, but for those really fast efforts, I'm not sure if everybody would have survived. So I'm really proud of the quick action by our neighbors and by the Marines to help care about their neighbors and I think help save lives today.
Thank you. It's our final briefing tonight.